GTA Online has changed a lot in terms of what cars are now in the game, with a lot of cars being removed and some being added with the Mercenaries DLC and the Last Dose update. So I thought, let me make an update list for the fastest supercars in GTA 5 Online. Now all speeds will be taken from GTAbase.com, which is an awesome site for acquiring statistics for vehicles and other things in the game. But enough of this chit chat, let's just jump straight into today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. So starting off this list, we have the Pagani Torero XO, which is one of my favorite cars in the entire game, and it's based off the new remake of the Lamborghini Countach, which is a future classic for sure. But back to the in-game car. It has some very impressive in-game stats, including a top speed of 131 miles per hour or 210.82 kilometers per hour, making it the 5th fastest car in the game, which includes all the other car classes, not just supercars. However, we should expect these supercars to be the fastest, obviously. Now this car generally is really good, and it isn't just good in terms of performance, it has quite a lot of unique customization options as well, with some really nice looking liveries. The car also has a few unique features, including a pop-up spoiler which goes up when you exceed 60 miles an hour, which is also really nice, along with some really unique headlights that have shutters, which makes the car look really streamlined and just really gorgeous. But how about the price? Well, you can grab this one from Legendary Motorsports for just shy of $3 million, which is very steep, but still a good car nonetheless. Next up is another really nice looking car named the Entity MT. Now the Entity MT was added back with the Drug Wars update in late 2022 and is a car I see quite a few people driving around Los Santos. Now there is a good reason for that as well. In races, it is really good with excellent handling and really nice braking as well. Now the car itself is based off the Koenigsegg Jesko hypercar, and similar to the real life version, it has a really good top speed of 131.25 miles per hour or 211.23 kilometers per hour. Now the downsides for this car are very small, however they are still valid. The doors on the Jesko are helix doors, meaning they open forward rather than out, meaning the doors are vertical when they are opened. However, Rockstar didn't really want to implement that sort of door style on the in-game version of this car, probably for some copyright reasons, as it would basically be an exact copy of the Jesko or something like that. And I think the doors would have made this car an absolute 10 out of 10 must cop. However, it still is a really good car. Now the other complaint is the price, because it is very steep, coming in at $2,355,000 from Legendary Motorsports. However, just for the looks alone, I would say it's probably worth the money. Now we are absolutely flying through this top 5, and at the 3rd spot we have another legendary car named the Divest 8. Now this crazy looking hypercar is based off a Dubai concept car named the unveil 16, and if you are interested in cars or a car enthusiast, go have a look at the many YouTube videos about this car, as it is quite controversial and pretty interesting. But anyway, back to the Divest 8. This car has a super unique look with this low sloping body and a huge rear end with 2 huge exhausts at the rear. Now the front of the car is very cramped, making it very back heavy. Now in terms of customization options, there are plenty to make this car your own and unique. And in terms of performance, it's good all round, but really stands out in the straight line speed with a top speed of 131.75 miles an hour or 212.03 kilometers per hour, which is really good considering this car was released 4 years ago. It also isn't that expensive compared to the other cars we have already covered on this list, coming in at $1,795,000 from Legendary Motorsports. Next, here at the number 2 spot, we have another classic that's been in the game for some time now, and that's the Pfister 811. Now this one is an absolute banger based off the Porsche 918, with it being basically a carbon copy minus the actual Porsche badge itself. The car has a good amount of customization options to choose from, with there being an option to even cut off the roof and turn it into the Spider variant of the A11. Now in terms of speed and handling, it's the best in the business, with excellent handling, really good braking, and a very good top speed of 132.5 miles an hour or 213.24 kilometers per hour. Unfortunately, this car was removed from the game and can no longer be purchased. However, when you could purchase it, it was $1,135,000, making it the cheapest car on this list surprisingly. But now it seems Rockstar plans to only re-release this car and the other cars that were removed from the game. They're going to add them back or re-release them for casino prize vehicles, and maybe with their new scam, the Vinewood Car Club. However, if you already have this car, then congrats on owning the second fastest car in the game. Here we are guys at the number 1 spot. The fastest supercar in the game at the number 1 spot is the Ramjet, our first weaponized vehicle on this list, and it's one that isn't just fast but also super practical, with weapons like the missiles and guns, and the ability to jump and boost, allowing you to fly across the map. But in terms of a road car, it is actually just excellent on its own, with similar handling and acceleration to the Fastest 11. However, its huge rocket booster can make it go much faster than the rest of the cars on this list. It's a car that definitely isn't used enough, that's all I'm gonna say. However, there are some downsides, with the downsides of this car including its below par braking and also how easy it is to misjudge how powerful the boost is. So boosting over a curb, likely you'll go into water or straight into an inescapable spot, which is actually really common, and I do that far too much. But what about the price of this vehicle? Well, the vehicle used to be much more reasonably priced, coming in at $3,480,000, which, you know, is expensive, pretty steep, but definitely doable. However, thanks to Rockstar's strange and just out of nowhere price changes to quite a lot of cars in the game, this vehicle is quite a bit more expensive now at $4 million, which really does puzzle me because, you know, I don't see this car around a lot, and I think it would be good to have a lot more diversity in the type of weaponized vehicles we see, because even though the price changes affected the Oppressor Mark II as well, I still see the Oppressor Mark II being used all the time and never really see the Ramjet, and I think I would like to see the Ramjet a bit more driving around Los Santos. But that concludes this top 5 video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you please suggest any other GTA Online videos down in the comment section, and also comment down below what is your favorite car in GTA Online of all time. Like always guys, take care everyone and have a great day.